Hi everyone, and here we are for the solar plexus video. Sorry it took a little bit of time to do this. I have to say before I start that there is a huge raging thunderstorm outside right now, and I think it's so cool because I always see the solar plexus, yellow, as the seat of our power and our strength and fire. And so it's kind of neat to talk about this with rolling thunder in the background, so just had to say that. Everything always works out in the coolest ways with spirit. Anyway, so what I want to talk about, this is a big one. Solar plexus is huge, especially for healers. So much sits right in this chakra, and I'm trying to think for healers, I see it in a few main ways. One, and the biggest one, is empowerment, lack of empowerment. This comes from obviously any sort of abuse of authority, or any, which can range from teachers to parents to mentors, anybody in this life who made you feel small or made you feel like you didn't have power, didn't have a voice. That goes to the throat chakra, and also the root chakra, which is safety. So they're all, I always see it connected. The root, the throat, the root, and the solar plexus are always connected with these kinds of wounds. And then past life, again, like we talked about, abuse of authority. So any power struggles, any power plays where you are not respected for who you are as a basic human being, as a divine soul. That's where that wounding sits very deeply in our solar plexus. Conjunctive with that is self-worth, self-confidence. All of this sits in the solar plexus. Personal identity. So any of those hits, if you take hits in any of those areas, that's all sitting in the belly, in the solar plexus. This is really the seat of who we are. And so especially as healers, if we are, not treated as equals, or treated as having any worth around our work or who we are, and worth, I don't mean monetary, I mean value, intrinsic value. These wounds can just sit in the solar plexus and block us from feeling like we can really do this work as healers in this lifetime. And again, like I said, this can spread back many past lives. Like, I think we all have long histories of being silenced, being persecuted, being shut down. And so it does affect the root, but it also affects the solar plexus a lot. And then the other way that I always see it is self-trust. This is a huge one. This comes in when people are not able to trust what they're getting from spirit. They're not able to trust their connection. They think they're making it up, or they think they're not being fully a clear channel for whatever reason. So I see this all the time in my practice. I teach mediumship classes. I see it in the classes. People come in with a lot of doubt around self-trust. This can come from being gaslit by authority to kind of believe that you are making stuff up, or that you're not fully connecting. Or it doesn't even have to be that. It can be just a wound around, I believe a lot of it's from past life as well, but it's all tied together to those other wounds: being disempowered, being disrespected, not being seen with your full worth as a human being. All of that can lead to self-trust questions of like, I don't know, I don't think I can do this, I'm not good enough, I don't think I'm really connecting, or maybe my connection is broken, or what I hear mostly is, I'm making it up, I know I have to be making it up. So these are all really tough things to overcome, especially as a healer, and I see it repeatedly in my sessions, because all I work with are healers, people who are trying to do this professionally. And so they get blocked because they doubt themselves. They don't feel like they have empowerment. They don't feel worthy to do the work. That it's all tied together in the yellow chakra. So, so I've been trying to think of a recommendation for you guys to begin to start working on this if you haven't already. I think it's very important. For me, I'll give an example for me. I tuned into my solar plexus as I was getting ready for this video. And what's interesting is, as I'm doing each video, each chakra, stuff's coming up for me within my chakras. I've been doing personal development work and healing for probably 20 years, but there are always deeper layers. So as you peel back layers, there's going to be more and more and more, and you're going to get down to the root. And so I'm kind of getting to the deepest layers now because I've done so much hard work. And for my solar plexus, I tuned in and I saw a yellow, I see a lot of things symbolically. So I saw a yellow kind of cauldron that was holding a lot of energy that was, I don't want to say toxic, but it was very unhealthy. It was anxiety and fear and disempowerment and lack of self-trust and questions about, who am I as a healer, things like that. Like, these are very old, deep fears and wounds, mostly from past life, but some from this life. And it was a yellow cauldron full of kind of darker energy. And so what I decided to do was, because I'm a Reiki master, in my meditation, I held the cauldron to me rather than like trying to get rid of it, because this is wounded energy. It's not toxic or poison, it's wounded. So I took it to me and I was holding it and bringing Reiki into it and filling it with love and light and trying to watch the energy transmute. And as I worked on that and I really tapped in and tried to find out where those deepest roots of these issues are coming from, I could see the energy start to turn from like black and gray and dark to lighter and more sparkling, and it started to heal. And this is going to take some time. So this was just my initial meditation, so it wasn't perfectly white and clean, but it was clearing up. I could see some of the toxicity and the pain clearing up. So that just came to me in a meditation. I don't know if that will help you, but if there's any sort of symbolic way you can connect to your solar plexus and see what's going on in there, see if you can see a representation of these wounds, of this pain. Again, also connecting with your inner child around this is huge. You can do a lot of work with her around this, because we incur a lot of these wounds in childhood, if we come from traumatic childhoods. You could also connect with your goddess that I talked about in the other video, and see what she has to say about working with these wounds if you feel that these are really intense wounds for you. So those are a few different ideas, and I'll keep you posted as I keep going, because things are coming to me as I'm working through each chakra for you guys. So and I've been doing this work for 10 years, so this is kind of interesting to see new stuff coming, both with my clients and with me. So I think there's a bigger push for people to, it's just time to heal. It's time for us to release and heal all these deeper wounds so that we can be really good healers for others. So, okay, this video is getting long, but hopefully that helped you, and I will, I'm not going to promise the next video very quickly. I had thought I was going to do them very quickly, but as I said, things are coming up and I'm being asked by Spirit to sit with it, because I think also you guys can sit with it, or are supposed to sit with it too. So then I don't know when the next video will be, and I might post more on the solar plexus, because it's a really intense, deep chakra that holds a lot for us. So we'll just see how the week goes. All right, I hope you guys are doing well, and please post your questions and comments, and I will see you soon. Bye.